In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my head ever since. Whenever you feel like criticizing someone, he told me, just remember that all the people in this world don't have enough money to buy all the consoles out there right now. This quote is, of course, from the all-important book, Everything is Mama by Jimmy. In the PS2, GameCube, Xbox era, I had, well, all of those consoles. No exclusives were hidden from me at the time. My dad mainly got me them because they were the cool new machines that played my favorite things in the world, video games. Exclusives were the main console sellers. Everyone had their mascots. My GameCube had Mario and Sonic. My PlayStation 2 had Crash Bandicoot and Jin Kazama. My Xbox had Blinks the Time Sweeper and Beat. Oh, and Master Chief later. Then one fateful Christmas, my dad finally got me Crash Twinsanity on Xbox. This was my Sonic on GameCube moment. Crash Bandicoot, the dude who drove to Nintendo's house and offered that ever-so-friendly greeting only 90s marketing could get away with, on Xbox? That's when I learned what a third-party game developer was, and that's also when I learned what the term multi-platform was. After that moment, my Christmas list started to list the games I wanted and what system I wanted them for. It had to be perfectly balanced. There would be these times where I felt like I neglected a specific video game system because I was busy playing another specific video game on another specific console. Fast forward to today, and I still feel that way. Look, with the exclusive debate going on and on and on, I never see the multi-platform debate. Probably because this is a very rare, very blessing-counting nothing burger of a problem. An enthusiast of video gaming like myself has all three main consoles, meow. But even I'm not as stuck up and as rich as them, they're PC gamers. Point being, I know this is a weird problem to have. A new game comes out, and the first thing I think of is, which console do I get it on? The thing that usually answers this for most people is another stupidly silly question to answer. What console do you have? While that ranges from person to person in the realm of what games do they like, what functionality, where are their friends. For people with multiple consoles, it's basically something that I've never seen anyone else talk about for more than a minute. This is for those who look at a game and really think about the relationships between developer and publisher. For those who grew up with one gaming machine and all their favorites, and then got another gaming machine and realized that something's up. For those who don't get enough sleep, thinking about how Microsoft is dedicated to make more games playable on more systems, but it doesn't feel right to play Halo on a PlayStation. Halo is never going to be playable on a PlayStation. Nintendo, Sega, two of the greatest you've seen this before, fast forward. The Dreamcast, the opposite of too little too late. Is that too much too early? Whatever. It was the last console that Sega made before the company became a third-party developer. Shortly after, as Sony and Nintendo battle it out, a third challenger approaches, with more familiarity than most people ever noticed. The Xbox became another household name in gaming, with a little game called Halo. But I never got Halo at launch. Yeah, Halo 2 was my first true Halo game. My first Xbox games were bundled with the console, Sega GT 2002 and Jet Set Radio Future. Now those were exclusives. Hell yes. Later in my life, I realized, oh hey, yeah, they're made by Sega. Duh. And even later in my life, I realize, is the Xbox the Dreamcast 2? You look at the button layout, it's the same. The analog triggers, the same. 2 expansion ports on the controller, not the console? The same. Microsoft wanted Windows CE on the Dreamcast. Wait, what? A bunch of Sega games were Xbox exclusive besides Sonic. Wait, what? I feel like a crazy person. Of course, it clicks. It all makes sense. And that's why I buy every Sega game on Xbox. Sonic, Monkey Ball, House of the Dead. Whenever the new era Sega games come out, it just kind of feels right. I can't describe it in any other way than that. For another simpler example, let's jump to another company, Capcom. Mega Man. The old Mega Man platformers on the NES belong on Nintendo systems. The connection was always there. Mega Man and Nintendo were inseparable. Then Mega Man 9 dropped on Wii, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3? Excuse me? No, wait. Why are you doing this, Capcom? Mega Man only feels right on a Nintendo console. When I take a zoomed out look, however, Capcom and Sony have such a great relationship with each other, talking about how the last few Resident Evil games were revealed at PlayStation events, and even exclusives in a way, and even talking about how Street Fighter V was PlayStation exclusive because, let's see here. Sony and Capcom had the same vision for growth potential in the fighting game. It was money. It's money. It's always money.
Street Fighter V will be built from the ground up for PlayStation, and PlayStation 4 will be the only console this game ever appears on.
So, for the majority of Capcom's games, I'll buy them on PlayStation. I say majority because recently, I've been blasting through Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. These 3 games I've played before on the Nintendo DS and 3DS, their original releases actually. So when the games released, they went multi-platform. Other trilogies and collections in the series went multi-platform and staggered releases, but I happily still stuck with the Nintendo versions because there's no way that the best Capcom franchise ever would ever fit on
Objection!
Yes, there are some exceptions to the rule. Ace Attorney just feels right on a Nintendo system to me. It's where they were first released. It's exclusively where they were for a while, and this also isn't me saying that you should play it on Switch just because I do. I'm forever happy that more people get to play these once exclusive games. This goes for every once exclusive game. Metal Gear Solid? I'll play the PlayStation versions, but it's everywhere now, which is fantastic. Cuphead belongs on Xbox for me, but it's everywhere now, which is fantastic. Multi-platform games are such a blessing, and I'm not at all damning anyone to make anything exclusive. Going back to Sega, more specifically Atlus, one of the biggest movements I've seen regarding multi-platform games is regarding the Persona series. While Persona 5 was PlayStation exclusive and getting pretty good reviews for the next few years, this happened.
What is this gonna be, though?
And for years, people begged for a Switch port. Fast forward another few years, and Persona 5 is finally coming to Switch as a Musu game? And then Xbox, of all companies, reveals that Persona 5, 4, and 3 are coming to the console. And then later, Nintendo and Atlus reveal, yes, all 3 are also coming to Switch. So where do I play it? Nowhere. I'm not playing a billion-hour game just yet. But, like, if I was to play it, it's technically a Sega game, so Xbox, but it's also rooted in PlayStation. But it'd be best to play a game like this on the Switch for portability. This is the kind of conversation I have with myself all the time because I'm the coolest person in the world. If I wanted to rapid fire, I'd do it like Ubisoft and PlayStation have a storied history together. PlayStation has all the Marvel games right now, so DC games should be on Xbox. Anything Tetris belongs on Switch because of the hilarious court case that rendered Tetris a Nintendo property at one point. Again, I feel like a crazy person. Disney games? Xbox. They had those fun Kinect games with Disney and Pixar.
Fist bump.
Warner Brothers games, Shadow of Mordor was the coolest thing on PS4, so yeah. Nickelodeon games, also for Xbox because green, like the slime, like yeah, real creative, Christian. It all gets muddled once marketing comes in, when more money is thrown. Bayonetta is a fantastic action game that I feel is best on Xbox, while DMC stays on PlayStation. So Nintendo funds Bayonetta 2 and 3, making them exclusives. What? I like playing the Batman games on Xbox, but there are or were exclusive DLC packs on PlayStation, and FOMO hits hard. Remember when Call of Duty was buddies with Xbox, then buddies on PlayStation, and is now buddies by money with Xbox again? Remember when Grand Theft Auto was a tried and true PlayStation franchise, and then Microsoft became buddies with Rockstar, and then Sony became buddies with Rockstar again? I want to keep Rockstar games on PlayStation for me, but I got Red Dead 2 for Xbox because my friends were on Xbox, and I wanted to play Red Dead on a console that didn't sound like I was flying to Saint Denis. Ha ha ha, PS4 Pro fan joke. I suppose bringing up these games behooves me to bring up the godsend topic in all of this self-induced nightmare generation. Crossplay and cross-progression. It's why you're not hearing me talk about exclusives or the console I play them on when talking about Fortnite, Rocket League, Fall Guys. I could play them on any system and not worry about it, which is why I hope every game going forward has crossplay and cross-progression, so I don't have to think about it for even longer. Then again, if I ever do get a PC, it could be said that these games belong on PC and that I've been living a lie these past few years. Oh god, wait! Crash Bandicoot on Xbox still sounds dirty. Every Crash game I bought since then has been on the PlayStation, and see? There. Insane Trilogy belongs on PlayStation. Same for Spyro. PlayStation, though the Switch would have been cool to have Crash Bandicoot on it. No, I must be faithful to my own self-imposed limits. Frick. Okay, well, the choice was easy for me this time because the in-game FPS was the same for all three game consoles for the trilogy, and having portable Crash Bandicoot is cool, so whatever game comes out next, I'll surely fuck! Okay, Crash 4, PlayStation, ha! Switch port? Nope, it's the best on next gen and it belongs on PlayStation. Okay, I'll just get the next one on Xbox. Nope, PlayStation. There's been so much needed talk of the Microsoft ABK purchase. Whether it means they'll be exclusive or not. Whether it means PlayStation will have Call of Duty and those other ones that we don't care about or not. On top of that topic, Xbox is also rumored, and I say this with great care, as I look at my phone this particular morning, rumored to be fully going third party. No one's been focusing on the true benefit of this. More people get to play more of these games. Hi-Fi Rush has been a marvelous time, and I'm very glad that more people get to play it. When Arcane brought Deathloop and Tango brought Ghostwire Tokyo back to Xbox, both of them being PS5 exclusives for a time, it was that same feeling. There are some franchises that I'll never be able to see comfortably on other consoles, but that's just the part of me that's weird as hell. I truly believe that if some of these exclusive games end up on other consoles, it's all the more better for it. We live in a time where our libraries are, regrettably, digital. So once you buy it, you can't sell it to change your lifestyle. So you stick to what you're comfortable with, what you know. For a privileged kid like me, who grew up wanting and expecting every console, the console wars ended years ago.